All right. Hi, everyone. Oh, not yet.
I'll do intro. Hello and welcome to the Argyle AI Leadership Summit. My name is Vicki Lynn Brunskill with Argyle. It's great to have everyone joining us today. Just a couple of notes before I turn things over to our esteemed speaker. First, a quick reminder to stop by our sponsors' virtual booths at any time during the event. And for the following week, our partners are committed to providing you with valuable content and a great overall experience today. At any time during the event, you can visit those virtual booths from the main agenda page. And to ask questions for this session and all sessions, simply type into the Q&A chat and we'll address those questions if we have time at the end of the session. Now, without further delay, I'd like to introduce our speaker, Palomi Batra, Director of AI Product Marketing at Zendesk. We're so excited to have Palomi with us for a thought leadership presentation titled Zendesk CX Trends 2025, Staying Ahead in a Rapidly Evolving AI Landscape. Welcome, Palomi. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you for that introduction. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. As mentioned, I'm Polomi Batra, Director of AI Product Marketing at Zendesk, and I'm happy to be here today to talk about staying ahead in a rapidly evolving AI landscape. So let's get started. So, as AI continues to transform industries at an unprecedented pace, staying ahead of customer expectations has really become critical. Today, I'm excited to highlight some learnings from our 2025 CX Trends report, which is now actually in its seventh year. And each year, we identify emerging trends and highlight where CX leaders and organizations should be focusing their efforts, what they should be paying attention to. This is especially important now, given how fast AI is changing everything. And to provide these valuable insights, we actually surveyed over 5,000 consumers and 5,500 business respondents across 22 countries, including the UK, to understand what's top of mind and keeping them up at night and how we can help. One thing that's coming through loud and clear, and that we're all seeing, is that AI has truly ushered in the greatest customer experience revolution of our lifetime. In fact, 78% of CX leaders say we're experiencing the largest transformation in customer experience in half a century. AI has already driven massive shifts in service in every aspect of customer experience, and these transformations are only accelerating. This coincides with a significant increase in ticket volume that we've been highlighting for years. Since 2022, there's been a 66% rise, with a further 34% increase projected over the next year. As more interactions move online and people self serve with AI tools, naturally interactions are multiplying, and having AI to handle this surge has become essential. Now, there are important conversations happening about AI's societal impacts. One area where consumers clearly see AI having a massive positive effect is on the customer experience front. Consumer favorability of AI in CX has actually surged by 18% year over year, bringing it to a whopping 67%. However, this doesn't mean that every company is using AI effectively in the eyes of consumers. While they recognize the potential for companies to excel with AI, they also notice when companies fall short. In fact, 70% of consumers see a growing gap now between companies using AI well in service and those not using them effectively at all. This divide is evident in our data, revealing two distinct groups of CX leaders. On one side, we have the CX Trendsetters. Now, these are organizations that are embracing AI, infusing it throughout their service ecosystem, and seeing significant gains. And on the other side, there are actually CX traditionalists who recognize AI's potential, but haven't yet made it a priority in their service strategies. So, what sets the CX trendsetters apart? Well, they're not just adopting AI for its own sake. They're prioritizing human centric AI that enhances the human connection, something that honestly we have been championing and feeling deeply about here at Zendesk. By integrating AI into their CX strategies, these trendsetters are adopting key AI tools at up to 4 times the rate of traditionalists. They're focusing on AI agents, they're leveraging AI co piloting tools, and utilizing AI for workforce management. By embracing these technologies, they're positioning themselves to meet the rising customer expectations and staying ahead of a really rapidly evolving landscape. In contrast, we have CX traditionalists. Now, to be fair, many aspire to move beyond their legacy practices, with nearly 60% wanting to be more AI driven within a year's time. One area, though, that's holding these traditionals back is a concern around maintaining the human touch while implementing AI. It's a legitimate concern. However, trendsetters are using AI in ways that boost human connections by focusing on that human centric approach. So, you might be asking, how do trendsetters make service more human centric with AI? And we found that they're leaning into 5 key trends. I'm going to walk through these trends right now. The first one is really driven by co pilot success. Companies are racing to adopt autonomous service for this next level of interaction. So, agents and customers alike have learned to trust AI co pilots thanks to their improved performance and efficiency. Nearly all CX trendsetters are seeing the benefit too. 90% report positive ROI on AI tools for agents. As such, these early adopters are positioning their companies to utilize autonomous service models that require minimum to no human intervention. Second is consumer confidence in AI agents, which hinges on engaging, friendly, and human like agents. So we've seen that CX trendsetters have really focused this year on evolving their chatbots into these more advanced AI agents with generative AI capabilities built in. They've seen massive efficiency and quality gains with this approach. Now, these CX trendsetters are concentrating on ensuring that these AI agents can actually mirror the human experience by being a lot more friendly, demonstrating empathy, and offering personalized recommendations, especially in contexts like shopping. The third trend we're seeing with these CX trendsetters is personal AI assistance. Personal AI assistance popularity prompts companies to prepare for a future where assistants take the lead. So, with advancements like Apple Intelligence that's now being woven into our devices, consumers will increasingly use their own AI tools to interact with companies. Initially, this might involve simple tasks like helping them create draft emails, but in the long term, it will really lead to deeper interactions. CX trendsetters are preparing for this future by thinking ahead about how to integrate these personal assistants to meet customers where they are today. The fourth trend we're seeing is voice AI. Voice AI, with its natural language capabilities, naturally helps consumers feel heard across all these different touch points today. CX trendsetters prioritize voice AI to enable natural, fluid conversations. And these advanced voice AI technologies are really replacing the clunky IVR systems that we're used to. And they're being infused into new channels like messaging, allowing customers to interact in more natural ways. Lastly, in a world of AI driven experiences, personalization really yields customer loyalty like never before. So, CX trendsetters are using AI to make every customer interaction highly personalized and tailored, whether customers are chatting with an AI agent or speaking with a human agent. So, focusing on these human centric AI trends gives these CX trendsetters a massive advantage, and they're actually seeing significant returns from it. They report 128 higher ROI from their AI tools and customer experience compared to that of CX traditionalists. They're also seeing higher service driven business impact, including nearly 50% higher cross sell revenue, higher customer acquisition rates, and higher retention rates. So, adopting these human centric AI approaches and being a CX trendsetter really has true business value. So, now let's dive and unpack into each of these trends and what it means more in detail. The first one I'm going to touch on is AI copilots. So, when generative AI first entered the market, many CX leaders were cautious, concerned about how these tools would function without direct human oversight. Very natural. Sorry about my dog in the background. But AI copilots work alongside agents, allowing them to review and approve responses before they reach the customer, which has been a critical factor in building trust and comfort with these tools. Over the last year, what we've seen is that CX trendsetters are actually adopting AI copilots and achieving incredible results. In fact, 93% of CX trendsetters believe that these AI copilots are a great way to help both agents and customers feel comfortable with AI. Makes sense, right? Agents find the co-pilots extremely helpful, often improving the suggestions provided, which has only increased confidence in these advanced AI tools. And consumers, too, are increasingly receptive. We found that 75% of consumers are now supporting agents using AI to assist in drafting responses back to them, which is up significantly from last year. This rising comfort and success with AI copilots have encouraged trendsetters to push forward toward autonomous service models. Now, the one concerning behavior that we have noticed is a massive increase in agents using shadow AI tools when they lack access to quality AI solutions like copilots. So in some industries, this usage has actually surged up by about 250%. Last year, about 17% of agents were using shadow AI tools. Now that number has actually jumped to nearly 50%. And you might be asking, what are shadow AI tools? Shadow AI tools refer to agents using unapproved and unauthorized tools like opening up a personal instance of ChatGPT to assist customer interactions. Now, as you can imagine, this practice poses significant security risks as agents, they could put sensitive information into these unauthorized platforms. That's why it's crucial to provide your agents with approved AI tools that are seamlessly integrated into your workspace and follow your security protocols. By doing so, you can mitigate any security risks and empower your agents to really serve customers more effectively. All right, let's move over to trend 2, which is all about AI agents. Now, CX trendsetters have moved from those basic chatbots that we're all pretty used to chatting with to more advanced AI agents. What makes these more advanced? Well, they're highly efficient and accurate, meeting the core needs of speed and precision. But here's the shift. While consumers expect these baseline capabilities, they're now looking for interactions that feel more personal, more engaging, and more human like we talked about a little bit ago. For CX trendsetters, the focus now is on making AI agents not only friendlier, but a lot more relatable, and also demonstrating empathy and creativity. So, demonstrating empathy really means that AI agents are able to respond in ways that feel more warm and understanding without trying to actually feel emotions themselves. And the creativity bucket, meanwhile, has emerged as another key trait. In certain contexts like retail, fashion, home design, consumers want AI agents to actually make personalized creative recommendations. For instance, an AI agent might suggest products by explaining this piece complements your previous purchases because of XYZ reasons, tailoring recommendations that feel thoughtfully curated for that individual at that particular time. In fact, 92% of CX trendsetters see AI personification as essential to creating these human like interactions. Knowing that consumers are more likely to engage with when the AI feels approachable and relatable. For trendsetters, efficiency and effectiveness are now considered table stakes for AI agents. Their next focus is really on ensuring that these AI agents possess more human like qualities. Like we talked about, being more friendly, demonstrating that empathy, showing the creativity in the recommendations. When we asked consumers, we found that across all generations, it's important for AI agents to have these human like traits. So you can expect to see a significant emphasis on this in the next coming year. Now, consumers have become increasingly comfortable with generative AI through tools like ChatGPT, which I'm sure you've dabbled with. I use almost every day, which have shown them the potential of AI and how it makes our life easier and more efficient. This comfort has sparked a strong interest in having more personal AI assistants that can seamlessly integrate into their daily routines, assisting them with everything from scheduling to finding information. I know there are so many times recently that I have wished for an AI personal assistant to book travel or trips or plan evenings, so I totally relate with this trend. Now, you'll see that major tech players like Apple are responding to this demand by embedding advanced AI capabilities directly into devices. So, Apple's latest advancements, such as Apple Intelligence, are weaving generative AI into the core part of the user experience, allowing AI assistants to help with tasks like drafting emails, recognizing photos, and even organizing information. Consumers are excited about this evolution. They've seen what AI can do and want more of it integrated into their daily interaction. But here's a key shift. Consumers are starting to say, I want my assistant to help me with interacting with companies, including with customer service teams of companies. Instead of going through the traditional support channel, consumers want the convenience of using their personal AI assistants to communicate with brands, check on orders, and solve the common issues. In fact, 87% of CX trendsetters are already planning for a future where consumers will use AI assistants to interact with customer service within the next 2 years. And 67% of consumers say that they'd like their own AI assistant to handle these interactions. Now, this demand signals a big change. Consumers expect personal AI assistants to bridge into customer service, offering that same convenience and personalization that they've experienced in their personal use. Now, again, we talked about how consumers want their own AI assistants to handle customer service interactions. When we dive deeper and look at what that means for each generation, here's what we see. Gen Z values personal AI assistants for tracking orders, requesting information, and receiving personalized recommendations. Millennials, on the other hand, millennials like me, focus on scheduling appointments, managing subscriptions, reflecting their busy multitasking lives. I can totally relate to this, very accurate for me. Gen X prioritizes requesting product information, making purchases, favoring sort of more practical and straightforward use cases. And then we have our boomers who lean into managing memberships and making purchases, valuing simplicity and efficiency. It's important to keep in mind how these different generations want to use personal AI assistants as we think about how they will integrate with customer service ecosystems and the type of tasks they want to complete. It'll be interesting to see how these expectations sort of evolve and change as personal AI assistants just become more ingrained in our daily lives. Okay, so now let's look at the fourth trend, which is all about the rise of voice AI and how it's transforming customer service. We know that voice is still the most natural and sometimes the preferred ways for people to communicate. When it comes to explaining complex problems or discussing nuances, speaking feels more efficient and expressive for many consumers. This is one reason why phone support remains a top channel for seeking help. If a customer has a really complex issue or really urgent, they often want the clarity and ease that comes from a voice based interaction. Voice AI technology has rapidly evolved and is now at a tipping point where it can truly understand human speech in a more natural, fluid way. It's not only capable of grasping the nuanced language, but can also handle multiple requests in a single interaction, something that traditional IVR systems struggle with today. Voice AI's natural language capabilities sort of make it ideal for improving the customer service across various touch points, especially on the phone, where it can replace or complement outdated, clunky IVR systems that often frustrate consumers with endless menu loops. In fact, 90% of CX trendsetters agree that voice AI is heralding a new era of voice driven customer service interactions. And we're going to see significant improvements here. And 67% of consumers feel that voice AI greatly enhances their phone support experience. This growing confidence in voice AI is driving CX trendsetters to embed this technology across multiple channels, creating a seamless and intuitive experience for consumers. Our research reveals a key difference between CX trendsetters and traditionalists. So, while traditionalists are more likely to provide phone support, 89% of them versus 74%, only 40% plan to implement voice AI within the next 2 years, compared to 92% of trendsetters. This is a major oversight right here. Consumers are already familiar with advanced voice AI. 51% have interacted with it and now expect it in their experience, particularly in phone support. Traditionalists relying on outdated IVR systems risk offering sort of frustrating experiences, while these trendsetters are planning for voice AI to eliminate the clunky menus, understand nuanced requests, create seamless and intuitive interactions. The message is really clear here. Without voice AI, traditionalists will fall behind. Consumers demand modern, voice driven experiences, and voice AI is quickly becoming a competitive must have for most companies offering customer service. All right, let's move on to our last trend here, which is all about personalization. While AI's strength is in speed and accuracy is well known, trendsetters are increasingly tapping into AI's ability to personalize and tailor interactions at scale, something that consumers now expect, particularly in online interactions. Today's consumers want every interaction to feel uniquely tailored to their preferences, their history, their needs, and AI is making this possible in ways that would be nearly impossible with human agents alone. AI can draw from vast amounts of data, right? Process it instantly and deliver recommendations in real time. That's sort of the beauty of AI. Where a human would need significant expertise and time to achieve this level of personalization, AI can just do it in seconds and provide customized responses. This ability to deliver meaningful, tailored experiences across every interaction is why CX trendsetters see AI as a game changer in building stronger connections with customers. Makes sense. AI is much faster at processing information from multiple sources. So, in fact, 89% of these CX trendsetters say that AI personalization is a driving force in enhancing customer loyalty today for them. And 71% of consumers agree that AI driven personalization makes them feel more valued by the brand. Now, with all of this, trendsetters are now shifting their focus to see how AI can impact loyalty metrics like retention rates and customer lifetime value. They're beginning to measure AI's success not just by traditional metrics like deflection or resolution rates, but by asking, does interacting with our AI increase customer retention? Does it boost lifetime value? In this way, AI is becoming a tool not only for efficiency, but also for sustaining and growing that long-term customer loyalty that every company out there wants to do today. One of the main reasons it's crucial to use AI to personalize every interaction is because a record number of customers won't forgive a bad service experience. AI has caused a greater rise in consumer expectations than even COVID did. Remember COVID? Yeah, in the distant memory now, but we all sort of remember it. We've been tracking the percentage of customers who would switch after just one negative interaction for the past 6 years. While we saw some fluctuations during COVID, this year 63% of customers said that they would make a switch after one single bad experience. This is the highest it's ever been since we tracked this metric, and it reinforces why it's so important to use AI to personalize all these experiences, to make them faster, to make them more efficient, to make them more human like for your customers. One thing that's clear from the CX trendsetters are all in on the human centric AI, and they're seeing massive returns from it. The good news is that if you identify more as a CX traditionalist, you can still close the gap and catch up. But the window of opportunity is closing. At Zendesk, we're here to help you on that journey. In fact, our customers are 1.7 times more likely to have the correct tools in place to use AI at scale compared to non customers. And that's all I had for everyone today. I hope you enjoyed the session. And if you want to learn more about what Zendesk offers and our CX Trends report, you can always head to our website, zendesk.com, and learn more there.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Palomi. That was a great thought leadership presentation. And I want to thank everyone for joining us today for this session. This session, along with all of today's content, will be available on demand following the event. Our next session will begin at 2:25 p.m. Eastern Time, and that will be a keynote presentation titled Fortune Favors the Prepared Bot, Navigating AI in 2025. Please click the join button that will appear on your screen to be directed to that session, and we look forward to seeing you there. Thank you again, Palomi.
Thank you, everyone.